Hello everybody, it's Jeff from Woods Trekking Adventures. I'm out today for a day hike, possibly an overnighter, I'm not sure yet, but we are out at a place that would be familiar for many of you who watched my videos in the past. We're in the Wayne National Forest at the trailhead for the Greenwood / Scenic River Trail, and we're just going out to see what we can see. So thanks for coming along, and talk to you in a little bit. All right, bye-bye. So it's been almost 1 year anniversary since I did my first overnight backpack trip last summer. Little bit different situations though. Last year I was planning on doing that trip a lot earlier, but I ended up coming down with pneumonia, and so I had to get over that. And when I did get out, the temperature was like about 95 degrees and just miserable. Today it's I think it's in the low 80s, and you know, I'm in better shape than I was last year, and I'm doing this trail this time backwards, whereas last year I did the Scenic River Trail, found a camp spot, and then woke up in the morning and did this Greenwood Trail, which is what I'm on right now, on my second part of my day. So this time I'm getting a much earlier start, and I'm doing the Greenwood Trail first, and then tomorrow morning getting up early and gonna hammer out the Scenic River Trail nice and early. So a little bit change of pace. I do have some new gear and stuff based on some lessons that I learned last year, and I'll show you that stuff. It's really only one thing, my backpack, and that was the big thing from last year that I realized was I need a backpack that fit me. What I have isn't really the best solution to the problem, but it is a solution to the problem. Anyways, more on that later. Back at you. Eastern woodlands, typical terrain, rocks, roots, lots of trees, and boy is it humid. So this is a cool part of the trail. Last year I was in cheeseburger deficit and blew past much of this, but this is the kind of stuff that you come across on the Greenwood Trail, is these beautiful rocks, rock outcroppings hanging out. And up there, I guess I kind of showed that last year, but yeah, this is just typical terrain here in southeastern Ohio, and at least in West Virginia where I live, it's very similar to this as well. But anyways, so far it's the same old situation as last year. I'm sweating, fighting off spider webs, and the only thing that has really changed is the backpack I'm wearing and the direction I'm hiking on the trail. Anyways, we'll be back on that in a little bit. See ya. Alright, so just like last year, this year I was going to try to do the Archer's Fork Loop, and last year I was afraid that it would be overgrown. This year I actually started out on the Archer's Fork Loop, and it was bushwhacking all the way. So my fears last year were realities this year. So I came back over to do this loop instead of that loop, but really you don't lose much. Archer's Fork is supposedly more remote, but you know, we have like a cave feature down here on the Greenwood and plenty of beautiful forest. And also I don't hear any cars at this point, so as far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty remote. Anyhow, yeah, just walking along. I'm going to stop here for a break in a little bit, and I'll show you my pack at that time. Just to kind of get into it, you know, I got it last year. I used an old Mountain Smith that was whoa, stop talking and pay attention. Of course, if you follow my channel, you know I'm always on the verge of falling somewhere. But anyways, yeah, last year I used a Mountain Smith, which is about 15 years old, and it was just not sized right for me. Right volume, wrong size. So since that trip, I was looking for a new pack, but being kind of tight on money, I didn't really know what to do. I did a lot of shopping in the fall, but no purchases. And I ended up buying something that, in hindsight, I wish I would have just waited a little longer. But I'll show you what I'm talking about here in just a little bit. Okay, back at you. Okay, so this is what I ended up getting. I got a Gregory Z55. It's just about the right liters for what I do, basically overnights, hammock camping overnights, and it's perfect size volume wise, and it fits me. However, let me just do a quick review, I suppose. Here's the pros. It was cheap. I got it on discontinued clearance. Over the winter time, it was $100. So for $100, was it worth it? Probably. That's pro number one. Pro number two, organizational features. It's got a real nice set of organizing pockets and enclosures and that sort of stuff. Pro number three, it came with a rain fly. Okay, so for me, that's about where it ends. You know, my experience with backpacks is limited, but I have an Osprey and I love it. This is not nearly as comfortable as the Osprey. It has a ventilation system on back called Crossflow. It's kind of the same principle as Osprey's. It doesn't work nearly as well. And in fact, it gives you the sense that the pack is kind of away from your back. Whereas the Osprey, I never had that problem. It feels like with the Osprey, it feels like it's right there, hugging my back as it should. Second of all, the second negative, these straps are incredibly uncomfortable. They just do not have, you know, it's like Gregory sacrificed comfort for weight. And those straps are ungodly uncomfortable. So, you know, you don't get the benefit of the mesh suspension. My back right now is soaking wet. The straps are super uncomfortable. I'm only carrying about 25 pounds max. You know, I'm probably closer to 20. After I lose my water, I'll be I know I'll be at 20, maybe a little bit under. But it's just not comfortable. Had I known that this was going to be as uncomfortable as it is, I would not have bought it. Would I recommend it to a friend? No. Would I purchase it again? No. And the good thing, I suppose, for people out there is that it is discontinued. Gregory apparently has redone this category of packs, and I don't know what they even call them, but one Gregory for me, last Gregory for me, and I don't mean to knock Gregory as a company. I'm sure there's lots of people out there that love Gregory packs, but with this one, I'm not one of them. So I will be using this for the foreseeable future. You know, maybe two years down the road, 3 years down the road, maybe I'll look into another pack. And I'm definitely going to stick with Osprey or look into granite gear. So if you have any suggestions out there on which one of those two would be better, there's also that ULA that a lot of folks use, and I may look into that as well, but definitely steer clear of the Z55. Okay folks, take care, and we'll be back in a little bit. Okay folks, gosh, I've been hiking along for quite a while, and it's hot, and I'm going to be looking for a place to camp before too long, because I need to get a meal in me. Pretty beat. I don't know how far I've walked, probably close to 7 miles. But I need to get some food in me and some water, so I'm going to be stopping pretty soon. Alright, see ya. Alright, so as is almost always the case with me, I waited way too long to eat, and I was hiking along and started feeling a little bit lightheaded and not so good, so I got to stop doing that. I hiked about 7 miles on a Cliff Bar and a bottle of Powerade, and that's about it. So mental note, don't do that anymore. So anyways, I'm here at, I found a campsite. This is the one that last year I found, and the one that I've been looking for. I think I'm going to go with the hammock right across there to there. Or maybe there to there, I don't know, but I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to have a fire. I might just not do that and maybe play with my Vargo stove, I don't know. But we do have a kind of a fire pit. It's not a real good one, but there's a couple stones there. Probably make a small fire in the middle. But anyways, right now I'm going to get down to business. I got the D-Power stove, and I'm looking at a favorite of mine, sweet and sour pork. Anyways, I'm not going to jabber on too much longer. I got my pack over there. I'm not going to jabber on too much longer because I have to eat. So, alright, we'll be back at you. Alright, so first priority was to eat. Second priority was to get a fire going. Try to smoke out some of these bugs. Whereas last year I rolled in to camp really late. I had a hard time finding a place to put up the hammock. This year I got plenty of time, so decided to have a small fire and getting that going, trying to get some of the bugs to clear the area. Going to get started on the hammock. We're going to go from that tree to that tree. I'll bring it back when we get that up. Okay. Alright, there's my camp. Set up for the night. Just ready to, you know, get everything together and crawl into bed and take it easy, you know. We'll go try to find some more wood for the fire and keep it real low-key. Other than that, this is it for the night. Okay, put the food over there somewhere, hang it up. I don't think I'm gonna have any problems, but alright, that's all I know for now. Got my normal, typical setup. Hex fly, Hennessy hex fly, skeeter beater hammock, various and sundry other items. It's going to be hot tonight, so anyhow, that's it. I think it's June 27th evening, about 6 o'clock. I don't know how much more filming I'm going to do. I'm going to relax. Okay, I'll be back at you. So here's the view from the hammock. Just relaxing. It's about 7:30 in the evening. Just taking it easy. Fire's about wound down. It's pretty hot in here. I got the underquilt up and above, and underquilts up and above, and the bug nets just kind of hanging. Kind of hoping for a breeze to come in, but it doesn't look like it. So I don't know. I've been lucky that no rain came in today, so I'm hoping that stays true for the night. Okay, that's about it. Don't know how much more filming I'll do tonight, but yeah, see you in the morning. I'll be leaving here about, have the alarm set for 4 a.m. I got to get an early start, break down camp at night or in the dark, and get rolling out of here. Okay, be back at you. Okay folks, that's about 5:15 in the morning. Everything's packed up and I've been hiking out for about 15 minutes now. We are at the end of the Greenwood trail and we are going to pick up the far end of the Scenic River Trail, and we're going to hike up that way. I know the, let's see if I get a bright light. No, not too much, but anyways, that concludes the majority of my trip. I hope this last little bit of film comes out, but anyways, signing out for the first time. Jeff from Woods Trekking Adventures. Thanks for coming along. Alright YouTube friends, subscribers, it's Jeff from Woods Trekking Adventures. This is the last of my video, for real. I'm at the end of the trip, back to the car, all packed up. I am hot and sweaty and tired. For whatever reason I did not sleep very well in the hammock. I was woke up, I believe, by what was a deer crashing through the brush, a couple hoot owls, and some other kind of creature that was just squawking and squawking. And anyways, and then it was hot and humid and real muggy, and I just could not sleep. But anyways, end of the day's trip, and it was fun. It was, you know, I think all said and done, I think I hiked about 10 miles. But anyways, I'm standing in front of this new sign at the trailhead for the Greenwood and Scenic River Trails. That was just put in between last year and this year. And anyways, yeah, same old situation as last year. Trail was in pretty good shape except for some of the middle sections. The rest of it was well taken care of and upkept, free and clear for the most part. Again, I did a short review during this video of the backpack I've been using. I'm going to still hold to that. It is definitely something that's going to be with me for a couple years, and then I'm going to be looking for something else. So that's all I know for now. Thanks for coming along, and once again, Woods Trekking Adventures, signing off for real. Sayonara. Take care. Have fun out there.